Welcome back, students. Let us continue with Chapter 3, Migration. Today, I'll begin with impact of migration. When migration happens, there are many impacts that immigrants can bring to the destination country as well as the source country in which they used to live in. These impacts are further divided into social, cultural, economic, demographic, and environmental. Now let's focus on the impacts of migration on the destination country. The positive, social or cultural impact. There is introduction to new culture or multicultural. It provides well-educated or skilled workers and it creates better friendship with foreigners. It promotes diversity which helps cultures and traditions to loosen the grip on racism, discrimination, etc. This helps people to better appreciate humanity and human rights in general. The negative social or cultural impact. Migration may cause disputes due to different cultures. Insufficient housing facilities increases in number and there is an increase in crime rate, that is illegal immigrants. Racial disputes may lead to issue among countries and religious issues may occur among the different citizens. Now let's focus on the positive economical impact of migration on the destination country. There is an increase in the contribution to tax. It helps reduce the workload of the citizens to pay for the nation's expenditure. Migration also boosts the economic growth. Immigrant workers can fill the jobs which are in shortage. There is an improvement in foreign services. The negative economical impacts of migration on the destination country. Immigrants are not flexible in work. They tend to be trained only for one particular job. Not all immigrants are skilled, unproductive or useless workers. The money they earn is often sent back to their own country, which brings no benefit for the destination country. The positive demographic impacts of migration on the destination country. An increase in active population means there is less dependency on the nation and there is an increase in fertility rate. That is good for countries that aim for population increase. The negative demographic impact of migration on the destination country are immigrants do not earn that much. So, they do not make contributions to support the aging population and they lead to less economic development. When there are too many immigrants, it may overcrowd the country. Foreigners may replace residential population. There may be too much of an increase in young population, which also leads to a more dependent population. Since men are the most common immigrants, so they may outnumber the female gender. Now let's look at the positive political impacts of migration on the destination country. The introduction to new cultures may promote better relation between countries. Service for foreigners also gets improved. There is improved taxation, which finally leads to flexibility in government expenditure. Now the negative political impact of migration on the destination country. Introduction to new cultures may lead to cultural, religious and racial conflicts. Additional housing is to be provided for immigrants. Now we'll focus on the negative environmental impact of migration on the destination country. Allowing more people into the country will demand more supply of basic necessities for the immigrants. This may lead to the country not being able to support its people through their natural resources and will certainly increase the import cost. in order to meet the needs of their people. Construction of buildings due to increased need of housing will also damage the environment. Transportation will increase, which also harms the environment. Houseless dwellers may create their dwellings throughout the country, which results in pollution. Now let us focus on the impacts of migration on the source country. The positive social or cultural impact of migration on the source country. Immigrants traveling back and forth between countries and promote productive cultural exchange for the source. There are more seats and options available in educational systems for the residents on the source country. The negative social or cultural impact of migration on the source country. Migrants who go overseas, they may face family separation or conflicts. Now, the positive economical impact of migration on the source country. Sending earnings back to the source may enhance overall economy. There are wider job opportunities for the ones within the source. And when immigrants return to the source, they may share their new knowledge as well as skill. The negative economical impact of migration on the source country are the better skilled workers migrate to other countries, and government is required to hire skilled and flexible workers from abroad. Less skilled workers, they contribute less national income. Next one is the positive demographic impact of migration on the source country. Since there are already enough working population, immigration will definitely balance the population pyramid. Balance in population structure will lead to economic growth, and it slows down population growth. Now the negative demographic impacts of migration on the source country. Less skilled workers, they lead to a slow pace of development. Now let us focus on the positive environmental impact of migration on the source country. More space and supplies are available for the residents of the source. Resources are used lesser. So less population will reduce construction and manufacturing, and it will also produce less pollution. The negative environmental impact of migration on the source country is transportation that is used for migration. It causes harm to the environment. With this, I come to the end of this part. Thank you.